Hi guys, today we're gonna learn a new topic, and it is one of the most important topics asked in any competitive examination, and it is simple interest. Okay, so simple interest. Okay, so in this concept we have only two formulas, and those are simple interest, and it is also represented as SI or I. Okay, so that is PTR by 100, or in some textbooks it will be written as PNR. Okay, PNR by 100. Okay, and total amount to be paid after uh, so total amount to be paid will be represented as A, and that is given as principal plus interest, and the interest is PTR by 100 or PNR by 100. Okay, and if you take common P, then this would be 1 plus TR by 100. Okay, these are the only two formulas we'll be using in this topic. Okay, so let us write what each term refers. Okay, so P is principal amount. Is it PAL or PLE? It is PAL. Okay, principal amount, and T will be time. Okay, or number of years. Okay, and R will be rate of interest. Okay, so these are the broad okay, these are the formulas. So in this concept we're going to use only these two formulas. So now we're going to derive these two formulas. Okay, so if you want to know the derivation, then continue this video, or else you can stop here and continue to next video where we are solving questions. Okay, questions on this simple interest. So let's continue. Before derivation of these formulas, let us see what individual term refers. Okay, we already know what is principal amount. What is principal amount? This is the amount which we have taken from the lender or from bank. Okay, so that we know. So this we know, and time is a time or n number of years, or the time for which you have kept that amount with you. Okay, so that is time, and rate R. So what is the rate of interest? Rate of interest, which will be represented by R. Okay, so generally 2% rate of interest, 3% rate of interest, 10% rate of interest. No, we would hear these terms. So some R percent rate of interest likewise. Okay, what does this mean? 2% rate of interest means for every 100 rupees you will be charged 2 rupees as an interest. That is the meaning of rate of interest. Okay, so then what does this mean? This means for every 100 rupees, 3 rupees will be charged for 1 year. Okay, so and this will be for every 100 rupees, 10 rupees will be charged for 1 year. Okay, these are all the rate of interest for 1 year. Okay, so this is for every 100 rupees R rupees will be charged for 1 year. Okay. So for suppose if I take 500 rupees, so how much will be charged? So for 100 rupees, 2 rupees will be charged. For 500 rupees, it will be 10 rupees, right? So here for 100 rupees, 3 rupees will be charged for 1 year. For 500 rupees, 15 rupees will be charged. So in this case, it will be 50 rupees. So in this case, for 500 rupees, it will be 5R. Okay. So as we go on increasing the rate of interest, so the interest returned will be also be increased. Okay. So finally, 2% means for every 100 rupees, it is in the, no, if you write this 2% in the terms, that is 2 per cent is 100. Okay. So for every 100 rupees, 2 rupees will be charged for one year. That is the meaning of this rate of interest. Okay. Yeah. Now let us see the interest. Okay. Or simple interest. Okay. uh, Earlier we have seen, if 2% was the rate of interest, then for 100 rupees, 2 rupees will be charged as an interest. Okay. So for 500 rupees, 10 rupees will be charged as an interest. Okay. So this is interest, this is the amount which I have taken. So if I take 1000 rupees, then you will be charging me 20 rupees, right? Likewise. So for suppose, if the rate of interest is R, that means for every 100 rupees, you will be charging me R rupees for 1 year. So for 1 rupee, how much you gonna charge me? That will be given as R by 100, right? This is the most important step. So once again, so for 100 rupees, R rupees will be charged as an interest. Okay. So for 1 rupee, R by 100 will be the amount you're gonna charge as an interest. So in that case, what is the interest you're gonna charge for P amount of rupees? That will be given as PR by 100. Okay. The most important part here, okay, you have to see once again. So for 100 rupees, if the rate of interest is 10 rupees, then for 200 rupees you will be charging me 20 rupees. For 1 rupee you will be charging me, okay, let us see this step. So for 1 rupee you will be charging me 10 by 100, 0.1 rupees. So that will be your interest on 1 rupee. This will be your interest on 100 rupees. Okay. That is the same thing we have done here. For 100 rupees you will be charging R amount of rupees. So for 1 rupee you will be charging this. For P amount of rupees, so again if you do here, like for 100 rupees, this would be 10 by 100 into 100, because 100 amount of rupees. So that will be again 10. Okay. For 100 rupees, 10 rupees will be charged as an interest. So that is the same thing we have got here. So that is the same thing we are going to do here. Okay. So for P amount of rupees, P into R by 100 is the interest for 1 year. This is the interest for 1 year. Okay. That you have to remember. So interest for 1 year is given as PR by 100. Okay. Now let us say this timeline. This is a timeline. Okay. So from 0 to first year, second year, third, fourth, and so on, nth year. and the timeline continues. Okay, in the first year I have taken, let us suppose, 500 rupees. Okay, and the interest rate is 10%. Okay, so this is the principal amount, this is the rate of interest. So at the end of second year, how much I'm going to pay? So that will be given as, so for rate of interest is 10%. So that means for 100 rupees, 10 rupees will be charged. Then for 500 rupees, you're gonna charge 50 rupees. Okay, so at the end of first year, I have to pay principal amount plus 50 rupees as an interest. So totally 550 has to be paid, right? So let us suppose if I not able to pay at the end of first year, if I pay at the end of second year, so 550 plus you have kept the amount with you for one more year, so the interest has to be added. So the interest is calculated on the principal amount. This is the important point. Here in the simple interest, always the interest will be calculated on the amount which you have taken earlier. Okay, this is the principal amount. If I calculate the interest amount on the previous amount, then that would be compound interest. Okay, so in the simple interest, we always calculate the interest on the first amount, that means the principal amount, right? So the interest will be, so rate will be 10%, and we calculate the interest on the principal amount 500. So interest will be again 50 rupees, right? So for suppose I am not able to pay at the end of second year, so I want to pay at the end of third year. Now with this amount, okay, this amount you have to pay in the last year only. So for keeping this amount for extra one more year, interest has to be paid. So that interest is again calculated on the principal amount. So principal is 500 and interest rate is 10%. Okay, so again you get interest of 50 rupees. So likewise it goes on. If I pay at the end of nth year, this would be given as some n into 50. Okay, now let us formalize, right? So let us have this notation. Okay, so this is a principal amount P. So what is the interest at the end of first year? PR by 100. How did I get it? So here we have taken rate of interest as 10%. Now we shall take it R percent, right? So that means for 100 rupees, R rupees will be charged as an interest. So for 1 rupee, you will be charging me 100 R by 100 as an interest. So for P amount of rupees, I have to pay PR by 100. This is the interest for 1 year. Okay, so 1 year completed, so I have to pay the principal amount, the amount which I have taken plus some interest. So that interest is PR by 100. So if I pay in the first year itself, I have to pay only this amount. So if I pay at the end of second year, so this will be P plus PR by 100. This amount you have to pay in the last year only. So for keeping one more year extra this amount with you, so you have to add one more interest amount. You have to add interest. Okay, so that interest will be again PR by 100. How did I get this? Because we are not calculating on the previous amount. We are always calculating on the original amount, that is principal amount. Okay, so if you calculate the interest on the principal amount, keeping the rate of interest R every time R, so then you always get PR by 100. Okay, so here you get P plus, is it visible? P plus 2 PR by 100. This is the amount you have to pay at the end of second year. Likewise, it continues. If you pay at the end of third year, this would be P plus 3 PR by 100. This is the principal amount which you have to pay, and this is the interest, right? So if I pay at the end of fourth year, that would be P plus 4 PR by 100. Okay, and if I pay at the end of nth year, and that would be P plus N PR by 100. Okay, this is the amount. This is the generalized formula. Okay, remember, you are not summing up all the things. Okay, if you pay at the end of the first year, this is the only amount you have to pay. You no need to pay this and this. Okay, only this amount is to be paid. So likewise, if I pay at the end of third year, this is the only amount I have to be paying. Okay, likewise, if I pay at the end of nth year, this is the amount I have to pay. Okay, so that is the case. We have got P plus NPR by 100 as a total amount that is to be paid. Okay, so we can arrange this like NPR or PNR, anything is fine. Okay, so this is your interest. This is your principal amount. Okay, so in the question, if he is asking about only interest, then you will be calculating PNR by 100. Okay, if in the question he is asking only the amount, then you should be adding principal amount to that. Okay, so simple interest is this and total amount is this. Now you know how we got that formulas and all. Okay, so this is the concept regarding simple interest, and in the next video we shall see some questions on this concept. Okay, thank you.